Hi everyone, welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Randy Jackson is investigating his way of life, the pinnacles and valleys of his profession, his sublime homes, and the abundance he has aggregated over many years of popularity. You certainly won't have any desire to miss the tale of a man's high points and low points of distinction with genuinely rousing flexibility. Randy Jackson is a prominent American vocalist, lyricist, artist, and artist perceived prevalently for his job in the notable Jackson Family Band. The Jacksons today precise data about Randy Jackson's total assets is to some degree slippery. Gauges recommend it could be not exactly 100,000, mirroring the effect of his rehashed legitimate and monetary hardships. After the Jacksons disbanded, Randy Jackson confronted a turbulent period set apart by monetary insecurity and legitimate difficulties. Notwithstanding his initial achievement, his profession didn't keep up with something similar, prompting huge mishaps in 1996. Jackson's monetary challenges finished in him documenting for Chapter 11. This monetary emergency constrained him to make significant penances, including giving up his shares in Current Records Inc. The circumstances further decayed when, in May 1998, a warrant was given for his capture because of his inability to agree with the court request to surrender these shares. Jackson's lawful difficulties didn't end there. In 2001, he conceded to liquidation misrepresentation. The charge originated from his inability to unveil all of his vehicle resources during the Chapter 11 procedures. This demonstration of misdirection intensified his monetary hardships, prompting further lawful and monetary outcomes. Randy Jackson was brought into the world on October 29, 1961, under S. Mary's Control Medical Clinic in Gary, Indiana, into one of the most powerful families throughout the entire existence of music. He was the 10th offspring of Joseph Jackson and Catherine Jackson, making him the most youthful of the Jackson siblings, recognizably known as minimal. Randy's early life unfurled in the midst of the hustle. Furthermore, the clamor of a family that would turn into amazing in the music business. When the Jackson 5 originally arose on the music scene in 1965, Randy was just 2 years of age around then, and the family bunch, which incorporated his more established siblings, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, and Michael, was quickly acquiring acclaim with their dynamic exhibitions and appealing hits. Although youthful, Randy was not part of the underlying setup. His presence inside the family circle was a crucial piece of their steady dynamic. Randy's most memorable public appearance with his siblings came in 1971 during a Christmas show coordinated by the Jackson 5 for blind youngsters. Regardless of being simply a youngster, his contribution in this cause of occasion denoted the start of his dynamic cooperation in the family's melodic undertakings. By 1972, he started visiting with the Jackson 5, fundamentally playing the congas and adding to different instrumental courses of action. This period was huge for Randy, as it offered him early openness to the world of live exhibitions and set his job as a basic piece of the Jackson family's melodic demonstration. The crucial second in Randy Jackson's melodic profession came in 1975. One of Randy's prominent commitments to the Jacksons was his joint effort with his sibling Michael on one of the band's most effective singles. At only 16 years of age, Randy co-recorded Shake Your Body to the Ground, a track that turned into a significant hit for the Jacksons on their new Epic Records mark. The tune was symbolic of the band's effective progress to their new mark and displayed Randy's developing impact in the gathering's inventive flow. Randy Jackson's job in the Jacksons was urgent during a few of their key visits. His support in the Fate World visit from 1979 to 1980 was an early feature of his vocation. This visit was huge, not just for its advancement of the collection Fate, yet additionally for exhibiting Rye's developing job inside the gathering as the most youthful part. Randy's commitments added a new aspect to the band's exhibitions. It was additionally involved to follow this Randy in the Victory visit in 1981, which upheld the arrival of the collection when this visit was noted for its inventive utilization of stage impacts and elaborate movement, helping the Jacksons keep up with their prominence in the early 1980s. The Triumph visit in 1984 was another significant task that denoted an achievement, as it was the last visit, highlighting every one of the 6 Jackson kin. This visit was a stupendous exhibition featuring the family's aggregate ability and drawing enormous crowds across the U.S. Later, the Triumph visit. Randy Jackson extended his melodic skylines by working with Lionel Richie on the 1985 collection Moving on the Roof. This joint effort was a critical second in Randy's vocation, exhibiting his capacity to work with unmistakable craftsmen outside his loved ones. Circle Richie's collection is known for its upbeat tracks also. Appealing tunes profited from Randy's commitments in 1985. Randy, alongside his siblings, Jackie Tito Marlin and LaToya, joined the USA for Africa Drive to record the Noble Cause single We Are the World, this tune initiated by Michael Jackson. Lionel Richie, Quincy Jones, and Harry Belafonte were a significant magnanimous exertion pointed toward tending to the African starvation emergency. Randy's association in this project featured his obligation to involve his melodic abilities for compassionate causes in 1989. Jackie, Tito, and Jason delivered the collection at 2300 Jackson Road. Notwithstanding their endeavors, counting a concise special visit, the collection didn't prompt supported achievement. What's more, the gathering went on break. This period denoted a change for Randy, who looked for new open doors. Past the Jacksons, following the rest of the Jacksons, Randy framed his own band. Randy and the Wanderers delivered a solitary collection prior to disbanding, mirroring the difficulties of keeping up with force in the exceptionally aggressive music industry in that very year. Randy helped to establish All Out Mixed Media Inc. with previous Iron Butterfly bassist Philip Taylor Kramer. This adventure zeroed in on creating information pressure methods for album rooms, exhibiting Randy's advantage in innovation and development until 1997. Randy Jackson made a huge stride in his vocation by turning into the leader of his own record. Present-day records, the foundation of current records, denoted a new part for Jackson, permitting him to outfit his broad experience and industry experiences to oversee and develop ability. Among its striking signings were amazing Stone vocalist Stevie Scratches and pop sensation Tiffany, both of whom had accomplished critical outcomes in their separate classes, notwithstanding the early commitment. Randy Jackson's residency at Present-Day Records was somewhat short by 1999. Contrasts in vision and imaginative course among the board individuals prompted strains inside the organization. These conflicts eventually brought about Jackson's takeoff from the Mark Current Records, incapable of supporting its force, which at last broke down, denoting the end of a time for the name and its program of specialists. Randy Jackson's association with the Jacksons went on into the new 1,000 years. He took part in the Jacksons' 2001 get-together at Madison Square Garden, an exceptionally expected occasion that rejoined the kin for a Paramount execution. Anyway, he didn't show up as a standard cast member on their 2000 A&E unscripted TV series, The Jacksons, A Family Line. Notwithstanding this, Randy added to Michael Jackson's posthumous work by giving support vocals for the tune. This is all there is to it, further showing his continuous association with the Jackson family's melodic heritage. 5 years after the fact, Randy Jackson left on a new pioneering venture by establishing R.J. Bunch, an organization settled in Los Angeles as director, and President Jackson laid out the R.J. Gathering to take part in a various scope of undertakings, including diversion training and charity. This adventure permitted him to apply his business sharpness and innovative mastery in new and effective ways. Randy's job as an essential business guide and specialist further featured his flexibility and impact organizations, and famous people looked for his direction, perceiving his profound comprehension of the amusement industry and his capacity to give significant key bits of knowledge notwithstanding his extending business intrigues. Jackson stayed consistent with his melodic roots, proceeding to create and record music. His work in this domain mirrors his getting through energy for the fine art and his longing to add to its advancement. Recently, Randy has joined forces with his sister Janet Jackson on her autonomous record mark. Mood Country Records on August 16, 2018, declared an organization with S Music and autonomous music distributor Merchant. What's more, record mark the next day, Janet Jackson's single Made for the Present co-composed by R was delivered. This joint effort denoted a critical second reflecting Randy's proceeded with impact and imaginative commitments in the music business. His commitments to music both as an entertainer and a trailblazer highlight his critical job in the business, while his pioneering soul and altruistic endeavors feature his more extensive influence past the stage. Next, we should investigate the house he's in this moment. Lofts in Los Angeles at present. Randy Jackson is in Los Angeles inside an apartment suite he subleases for around more than $4,000 every month. Consolidates solace and class in a completely outfitted setting. The townhouse, a two-room, two-shower unit, brags a reach alluring elements that make it stand apart. After entering, occupants and visitors are welcomed by an welcoming parlor that oozes warmth. Thanks for watching this video.